Hey, everyone, and welcome to episode 291 of the 8-Bit Geek. If you're new around here, let me fill you in on what 8-Bit Geek is like and all about. It's a lot like getting an STD test done.
What?
Okay, let's see where you're going.
It all starts with an itch,
Oh no!
and all of a sudden you're like, oh, shit. I didn't know 90% of the people that I slept with at all, like in the last week.
Well,
What did I do? I didn't use protection. I was dumb. So you rush down to the clinic, you sit down, and that's when the thoughts start to happen, the worry, going to take your test, and they tell you, we'll call you in a week. We'll call you in a week.
why is he doing that test? He's a foot doctor.
That's where it's
So
spread to.
So now you have
That is kinky shit.
Well, Kev,
so now you have an entire week to think about all of your past and one night stands, failed relationships, and more. You make some phone calls just to ask the others if they've ever had an STD, and when they ask why, you just say no reason, and then you hang up. Then the day comes and the doctor calls and says, hey man, you're clear, or hey girl, you're clear, either one. Nothing's wrong. It was just some dry skin. Whew. That was a close one. And that's 8-Bit for you. Just like that.
how?
We're dry skin.
How? I don't know.
I'm Jerry.
I don't,
I'm Jerry.
no, how does that tie back in?
Yeah, no, I don't, and I'm not even too fat. What? No, what?
I'm Jeremy. And with me today are two men who took an STD test 7 days ago and here to tell the results live.
Clean.
Not guilty,
Yeah, 100%.
Kevin.
Awesome. Well, guys, I'm glad that you're clean. Fun.
It's a weird thing to hear on a Monday night. I'm
Hey.
glad you're clean.
No.
Hey, did you guys ever have a scare like that? Did you ever have a one night stand where you were like,
No.
ooh, oof?
Nope.
Not really.
but-
I was kind of a prude, so
I believe it.
I was
thought
a
Doug
safe boy.
Shirley was a slut.
I mean, I was.
Me?
but I never had a scare like that. I was smart. I was a smart boy.
yeah, maybe Doug, not me. I had a Kingdom Hearts poster in my apartment that probably pushed my virginity back like 2 years. So, there's no way you could bring a girl to your apartment and then she'll be like, "What's that on your wall?" And I'm like, "Well, there's 101 Dalmatians in Kingdom Hearts, and I've collected 67 of them. So, do you want to make out now?" Yeah. So, not even alcohol can help me. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a real story. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta jot that down.
But you know what? I got all 101 of those motherfuckers before there was even achievements. That was on PlayStation 2.
Hold on, I gotta.
I don't even know what the reward was for that, but then you just walk into a house full of fucking Dalmatians.
Kingdom Hearts poster. That is.
It's a Kingdom. When you bought the strategy guide for the original Kingdom Hearts, there was a pull-out poster that you put on your wall with stickers of paws, and you put the paws where you find the locations of those Dalmatians.
No, I just got to work that into the title somehow.
Oh.
Dr. Merrick in the chat says, "Hey, Kingdom Hearts posters get you mad, puss. Where I'm from." Gross.
Well,
That's gross.
Puss.
Do you trade them for sex? Is that like currency?
it's a bartering system. I'll give you 3 strategy guides. This is a good one. This is Brady Games.
Now give it up. How much?
Let me check your Dalmatians.
Did you 100% complete the game? What you got? Well, if you guys are entertained by that intro, if that snagged you enough to say I'm going to give these guys a chance, then do so over at Audio Boom. They are our sponsor. They pay for the airwaves. They pay for us to be able to get to you because they pay for the bandwidth and all that good shit. So we appreciate them. If you don't like Audio Boom or what the fuck's a Audio Boom, then you can always find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. 8-Bit Saga's finally on Stitcher. You can follow us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek. Of course, every Monday night we record live on Twitch, where you can come and get a shout out, kind of like the one we're about to do for Nocturnal, who just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Yeah. Let's see. You can always, I'm going to make these short and sweet because, well, Doug's got a lot of reading to do. Hop on over to Discord, check us out, make friends with us, all that good stuff. We also have other shows, 8-Bit Saga, Divas, Dropkicks and Dives, and Brayberry Tarts. Also, give us some money, if you will, over on patreon.com, and you can get your name read off just like this and go.
Oh, I'm not ready.
God damn it, man.
He's never ready.
I am ready. I'm just stalling on purpose because it's a lot to read. But also, make sure you go over and check out our Patreon for real, because they have the Daily Show, The Diner. You've got to check that out. It's a lot of fun for us to record, and they're really fun episodes. So go check that shit out. And also, the 8-Bit Saga comic is now starting every Friday. New pages of that go up. That's on the $5 a month tier. And just some other cool shit. Extended episodes of 8-Bit Saga and 8-Bit Geek. And yeah, and then you for as little as $1 a month, you get your name right off.
Hey, did you guys know that we're also going to be putting up a video of us tasting nasty candy canes soon?
Oh yeah, you got to send those to me.
I don't know if I will.
Why? I'm
I
in it.
may make it. I don't know. I may make it like a Saga exclusive.
Oh, I'm on Saga. I've been on like two and a half episodes.
Guest host,
Like
motherfucker.
1.5 episodes.
Yeah. Get off yourself.
I guess it was 2
off
episodes,
myself.
wasn't it?
Not on this stream.
No, but this is
you're
the
right,
way I plan to do it. So I was like, oh, everybody can try it and know what they're tasting. Nah, I'm gonna do this shit like Good Mythical Morning does. Motherfuckers are gonna be blindfolded and they're gonna have to tell me what they're tasting. And whoever gets it right may take home a stupid prize.
The rest of those candy canes.
Yeah, that's the
Okay. All right, here we go. There's quite a few of these. All right, we got. Oh, I gotta make the page bigger. It's cutting off the names.
We got. I needed a hat while you're reading it. I'm gonna get a hat.
Okay.
What? Wait.
So our patrons, whatever we want to call them, are Aaron, Ryan, Floor Salami, Mike Myers, Lawrence, Ed, Josh, Lauren, Myatt from Australia. Sorry.
Hello, Mike.
Oh.
LW, Windress, The Short Bus Riders, Victor, David, Random Hero, Leonard, That Is a Classic, Deb, Snorkel, Justin, Jonathan, Travis, Byron, another Jeremy. Oh shit, there's more than one.
Oh no.
Liz or Lies, I'm not really sure. LYS. Does it actually need my name? Bruce, Kane, Coondog48, Finnish guy with a. Oh shit, what is that? Finnish guy with a what?
With the knife, wasn't it?
Yeah, for some reason I'm not seeing the whole name. It's like cutting them off.
It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing.
No. Where was I? Blake, Brett, Benny, David, One Step Down, Aiden, Keegan, Dr. Roxo, Who the Fuck is Kenny? Not Chad. Renee, Julian, Nick, Merrill, Robert, Carl, Christy. Page 2, sorry. Robert, Chris, Gonoff, Francisco, AJ, Andrew, Tony, Doug's favorite British person. Man, that can't be. I already said AJ. Mo, Justin, Linz, Jimbo, Eric, Joshy, Jesse, Timo, Caleb, Link, Crassy, Michael, Chipboard, Mado, and the lonely what's it, Pokemon game? The lonely
Don't you
trainer
dare
Pokemon
not get that wrong.
The Lonely Trainers Pokemon Gang. Sorry, it's only TLTPG. I don't remember what it was. Mike and the Moose.
The Moose.
The Moose.
Oh, that's it.
And that's it.
Oh,
Why
Thank
are
you,
wearing a
everybody.
hat, by the way?
Oh, because it was requested. And listen, man, you give what the fans want. Okay.
Who said that? I didn't see it in there. Did you
The
delete it?
chat. It says, Jer, you need a hat.
Oh, okay.
Put on a hat.
Yeah, it's from Kane.
Yeah.
Well, I
Kane
mean-
wanted it. Kane got it. Yeah, we want to thank everybody who subscribes on Patreon. That's all the subscribers that you see, all the way from the $1 tier to the $1 million tier. Yeah, we have it. And
We have it. No one's given it though.
So we start building our moon base.
we appreciate every single one of you, and we know that you guys work hard for your money, and to give it to people like us, we really appreciate it.
We
know
work
that.
hard for your money also.
So hard for your money. That's what I was thinking of the whole time.
Thank you.
All right, let's get to misconnections. Every week we take real ads from the misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices that are now chosen by the fans who donate with their
Oh,
bits,
shit.
with their little bits in the chat. So we do have those this week as well. Although these things are completely real, we don't edit them in any way, although we do ad lib just a little bit, but we definitely can't make this stuff up.
Boy sees girl. Boy is interested in girl. Boy awkwardly stares at girl. Boy never approaches girl. Girl leaves. Boy swears they're meant for one another. Boy turns to Craigslist for help finding. 8-Bit Geek steps in. Welcome to Misconnection.
Oh, so I put on a hat and you fuckers take off your hats?
Yep.
Did you just text each other and we were like, hey, take off your hat?
Nope.
No, I was getting a little warm in the head, man. What's
Yeah.
wrong? Got a lot of hair to keep me warm.
I'm keeping this fucking hat on.
Yeah.
My hair is very
Everybody
long
rinse
now.
the breath.
This feels wrong.
Yeah, that's a rare video.
This feels
there.
wrong.
It
Luscious
looks
hair.
wrong.
Look,
he couldn't do. Oh, I thought he was like immediately
Oh.
gonna put it.
my hair's so long. It's just like,
Looks like my horse.
Yeah, you could do like a devil lock there, Jerry. Only.
there we go.
There you go.
There we
That's-
go.
On modern
Now, if
day
only all the hair was missing and that's all you had.
Yeah, right. All right.
Let's see. So Classic donated the most last week in bits, and so he chose Doug to do Kevin.
Boys, not what you thinking, you pervs. I'm worth more than that.
Random in the chat says, "Why the hell is Jer wearing a hat and Doug's not?" I know. it's opposite day, but there's 3 of us, and neither Jer nor myself wanted to shave our heads for the joke.
Yeah. So we just switched. Kev, grow some hair real quick.
Just gonna wrap it. Just wrap it all the way around, tie it up top. What is a bow?
Random
just-
Hero, thank you
yeah.
for subscribing.
16
16
months in a row.
Some true fan shit right
I
We
can't-
almost had 2 babies together. Random.
We can't do this.
there. The hat goes back on.
That didn't last very long. Yeah, my head's a little cold too.
Aw.
It's like my headphones don't fit right after that. Like it feels so wrong.
Listen, I'm having trouble with it. I feel like my head is too hot right now.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to do Kevin's voice. Fuck,
You
I
have
did
to
not
do Kevin.
practice this at all.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to give you an A?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. Hi, I'm Kevin.
Did you wait? No, you're using a soundboard. That sounds like a recording of my own voice.
That sounds like a recording of my own voice.
See, it's like instant. What technology?
It's like what a hard voice to mimic. Well, it's not in my
You're
range.
telling me, I have to live with it.
But it's also like, kind of it's almost like I should do it like this. It's
Yeah,
a little
very
nasally.
nasally.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Accurate.
I stomped on your fire. You choked on a biscuit.
What?
It's so ridiculous. You passed out on the grass after choking on a biscuit and slamming your car into a guardrail at Franklin and Harding. Me, driver of a silver bug with 2 women in the car who stopped and put out your car fire. It's been a bad month, so if you would get me a new fire extinguisher, I would appreciate it. Also, Tony will drive you to the future. It's dangerous, as you have discovered.
I
Location,
read it
Nashville,
myself.
Tennessee. It's not okay to contact this poster with services or other commercial interest.
Oh, he's nailing it now.
It's so real. Huh. I've met my doppelganger today.
So mine was chosen by Random Hero. Thank you, you son of a bitch.
Random Hero is
sorry?
also currently in the lead in the bit war with 100 bits.
He chose me to do it's Pennywise, and I guess it wasn't the IT Pennywise.
I thought he was going to choose you to do the band Pennywise, and you would just have to like sing out the misconnection, but you'd have to have like strong gang vocals for the chorus.
Are they
A punk band?
they're like a punk or screamo?
Are you fucking serious? Pennywise, like one of the forefathers of skate punk. They were like in the very first Warped Tour. They're up there with like Bad Religion and fucking No Effects.
I didn't go to the first.
I know
one.
who you're talking about, Kev. I wasn't asking. I was telling. I just want to make sure that you
Oh,
were.
you were the one I was surprised most.
Yeah, I
about.
was like, yeah, the punk band.
Oh, I think you went. Is it a punk?
I've
band?
heard of them. I just
No.
never listened to them.
Oh, I'm sure. No, there's songs you've heard. I'm sure that you'll be like, oh yeah, that's Pennywise.
If I heard of them,
They probably had some songs on one of the Tony Hawk games for sure.
They've had a lot of songs. Yeah,
fair enough.
you would know.
Okay, so let's get into this. Let me get into character real quick here. Okay.
Like Beavis when he's like,
Okay. Georgie.
oh,
There we go. I got it now. British Broadcast Company. White girl. Male for woman. Long Beach. I'm a male looking for my snow bunny. I'm fit. I live alone. Georgie.
That's how he gets back into it. In case he loses it.
Yeah. I work a lot. I want someone. I have some fun. And we'll all float down here.
Oh no.
I want someone to have fun with when I'm really horny. Recently moved back in to Long Beach. Don't know anyone but Georgie. You can come to my place, or I can come to yours. Love to eat pussy.
Oh no.
I-
No.
Yoda now? Love to eat pussy, I do.
No, Yoda, no. Go home, Yoda. You're drunk.
I aim to please. I want to make you come. Send pic with your reply. Not looking to play games, but serious.
I'm kind of like a pirate there at the end.
There you go. That's the best. That's the best you're gonna get.
So
That's your Pennywise.
man.
Oh, Kev.
Hello.
Hold on. You got a request too. Sorry, I threw my book.
Right.
So
This week.
I'm looking at like some of the Tony Hawk soundtracks because I'm like, man, did they actually have any? And I don't see them on any of the list for any of the soundtracks. That's weird. But like,
yeah.
how did they get overlooked?
Yeah, they're as skate punk as it goes.
I wonder. Well, how much of it is how much did they get overlooked, and how much did they just say, "Nah, we good. No,
Yeah.
you can't
Which
use our
one did?
music." Which is a shame because
Yeah.
like Tony Hawk 2 and 3 had killer soundtracks.
All of them. I don't think there was a bad soundtrack in any of them, really, to be honest. But that's
I guess
getting
you're
over
doing Velvet. You got Velvet.
I mean, yeah, that's why I came here this week.
So there is still time before the end of the show. Get some
Mm-hmm.
bits in there so that way you can request us to do something. You know who hasn't come? If I don't get picked this week, I think next week I'm going to bring back Ricky the Rat.
Oh, spoiler alert.
What?
I mean, I like to, guess, but I guess you ruined it for me. So
I guess he'll come back in a few weeks then.
I guess I'm gonna have to donate some bits and request something else.
Do it.
No, wait, I'm spoiling it myself. Never mind.
All right, what you
Well-
got this week?
Anyway, I was in Chicago this weekend. Well, not this weekend, I guess, because this is Lollapalooza. Pretty lady at Lolla, male for women, 29 this week. Lollapalooza. Just in case you weren't hip to the Lolla part. All the hip kids.
Maybe you're just remembering Lollapalooza right now.
Oh yeah. I'm a little late to the party, but it was Lolla. That's what we call it. But for you old folks,
we get it. We get it, dude.
So I was dancing, by the way, during Dead Mouse, because that's what you do during that.
That doesn't say Dead Mouse.
I'm sorry, Dead Mouse 5. There you go. But us hipsters, we call it Dead Mouse. About halfway through the set, I turn around. We lock eyes. You move toward me, and we begin to make out. Next thing I know, you start dancing in front of me. You lift your skirt, at which point I realize you are not wearing any underwear.
Can't do that now. Or ever, really.
I mean, whatever floats your fancy boat. Now you take my hand and oh no. And before I know it, I'm knuckle deep inside of you. God damn it. I thought I took a break from these dirty ones. Now, if you read this, then you should find me. I mean, I thought we had a real moment when oh no. I thought we had a real moment when I was finger banging you during Ghosts and stuff. I mean, it's a really good song.
Oh no.
I missed you. The location was Lollapalooza, if you didn't realize that. I think you'd remember. Conversations.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go to somewhere and cleanse.
That's not what it says down there.
Conva banging you.
Hey, Velvet.
I'm a shill.
Did you get tested?
Every other week. Hey, you got to keep the pipes clean if you want to keep pumping. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
You got to keep the pipes clean if you want to keep plumbing.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with testing.
Well, got to go out the window. Oh, fuck, no window here. Shit.
Just into the wall.
I hit the wall.
Oh, hey guys! Anybody see a movie this weekend?
No.
No. I wanted to see the new Queen movie, but circumstances be as they may.
Well, that Queen movie made 50 mil
Good.
at the box office, which is really cool.
Well, that's the only place it would make it, really.
Disney released a film.
Yep. Fire
I
one.
win. I win.
Disney released a film also that didn't make $100 million instantly. The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. I guess nobody was into that because it only
That
made.
sounds like a
$4 million.
Wu-Tang porno.
Hey, hey, Disney. If you want to look at a movie that is actually a financial failure, look no further than the Nutcracker. So when your Star Wars movies make over 100 million opening weekend and then continue to do so after that, it's not a failure. This Nutcracker bullshit is.
It'll get a sequel.
Hell yeah. Produced by RZA.
God, that would
Nutcracker in the 36 Chambers. I would watch the shit out of that. Think of the soundtrack. Oh my God.
Hey,
Yep.
there's like a shit ton of stories this week because I guess last week they were like, we'll take the week off. And then this week the movie industry was like, all right, we're going to just shit on every story needs to come out.
We got some news.
We got a ton of it. First one up is that 20th Century Fox is going to try to predict the audience behavior by applying AI to their movie trailers. So they're hoping to use AI to analyze movie trailers in hopes of finding the things that audiences respond to. So then the studio can recreate those elements in trailers for other movies. So instead of trying to be like original and shit and try to, they're just going to use AI to see. Like, I don't get it. I guess like here's patterns. The top am I reading this right? These are the patterns for Logan, right? And I'm guessing that this is what people respond to. The top one, tree.
Well, yeah.
Number 2, facial hair. So I guess in all of our movie trailers, we're gonna get a lot of trees and a whole bunch of facial hair because that's what we like.
All right, we're going in the right direction.
It looks like that it's they're looking at what appears and for how long. So I guess the Logan trailer, it saw a lot of trees and a lot of facial hair in the trailer is what it's saying. Like that's what it saw, which is true because it's like every time you see Logan, it's just a beard.
Oh,
No Hugh Jackman, just the beard. Car, man, vehicle, atmosphere, mammal. Who knows what the fuck that was? Beard, forest, and light. But, meh.
Beard, forest, and light. The Doug McDonald story.
So I guess let's see. They got I don't know. There's this table down here. If you go and look into it, I guess you can read more into it. It's kind of cool. AI is going to be used in fucking everything, anyways, at some point. So
It's so weird, though. It's like, think about it. We're trying to market toward that AI.
yeah, I mean, but AI can predict some pretty weird shit, you know. Like, and
we're making ourselves quite predictable.
The thing is that they can. What's crazy about movies nowadays is that before the movie even releases, they can tell you if it's going to be a huge moneymaker or not. Like they can predict. I remember Kevin Smith talking about it and saying that before his movie ever came out, they could sit there and predict how good the movie was going to do and how it was going to perform before it even, before a trailer was even released. And so it was real fucking crazy. And I can only imagine what this technology is going to push it towards more.
Yeah.
You know?
The end of humanity as we know it, because they're gonna the AI is gonna have to watch all these shitty trailers and shitty movies, and then they're gonna be like, "Wow, these humans are stupid," and then all the technology in the world is gonna revolt and kill us. It's the beginning of fucking Terminator, guys. This is how it starts.
Skynet learned from Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh God, wait till the AI starts like trying to digest all of the movie reviews and YouTube comments. We're super fucked.
That's what. Oh my God! What if it was built?
We're gonna have these like racially charged robots coming after us, yelling like weird shit.
Those AI bots that people put out, like, "Hey, look at it's a learning bot. You talk to and it learns," and then they're like, "Fuck, turn it off."
Turn it off now.
Holy shit, turn it off. Oh God, this is a mistake. That was under 20 minutes. 20 minutes and it became racist. Like, yeah, welcome to the internet. Like,
yeah,
that's what fucking happens. Oh my God.
Let's see. Kevin Feige says that the Marvel studio will be bringing long-form narratives to the Disney streaming service.
Okay.
That this week is your no shit Sherlock.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what you're doing on Netflix, but on the Disney streaming service instead.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
I mean, yeah, essentially, right? But they're going to put out some really cool stuff. Like they just announced that the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV series is being planned, and the Scarlet Witch show may co-star Vision.
I can dig that.
Do you think that the big movie star, like, do you think these characters will translate well to the small screen? Like,
I think so.
Can you take these characters that are multi-million-dollar like assets, right? That they put all this money into, millions and millions and hundreds of big productions, and bring them to the small screen and still have that same feeling?
It depends on what you're going for, but I mean, like, I think if you get the right writers behind it and you just find a good, compelling story. I mean, look at, once again, I did not care anything for Daredevil until I've seen the Netflix Daredevil. Even like the Ben Affleck one was terrible. I was never really a fan of the comics, but the Netflix one like brought me into the Daredevil world, and I was hyped since then.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the right writer could make anyone interesting. So I mean,
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine, and it's not like they're hurting for money. So
I just don't think so. Like thinking about the Scarlet Witch series and stuff, and if it's these series are set to star the people in the movies as well. So it's supposed to be Olsen? What's her name? Fuck.
Mary-Kate Olsen.
No, the one that's not
Elizabeth
a twin.
Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen. Yeah,
the Olsen non-twin.
The one that's not a twin.
The good-looking one.
Right.
Whoa. Taste.
Yeah. Sure. Like her series would have to be either. Well, I guess whatever is going to happen after the next Marvel movie. But my money is they're going to try and do like the what did Scarlet Witch and Vision do while they were running from the government after Civil War? Like what were they up to? And meh.
I hope that it's just a romantic drama. They're never in their costumes, and it's just them in their apartment arguing.
Yeah.
And resolving shit.
They're Avengers. What are they doing living in an apartment?
Yeah, they're on the run. But like you can't use your powers or be spotted anywhere because then the government's after you.
The government.
The government. Where's Alex Jones? Tell us about the government.
No, I was waiting for my chance. You want to talk about the government? For shit. I was yelling at a piece of shit on the street. Literally.
We talked about this last week, Alex.
I know, and I want to talk about it some more. About my weight gain protein shake.
Career highlight.
Bye, Alex.
Okay, yeah. But
there's the window.
Nope, we hung up the phone. You're on. Anywho.
But the point being, like, I don't know what you're gonna do. But my point is altogether, like, it's kind of a giant meh because it's gonna be on their streaming service, which Disney has already said like they're not gonna have any like adult, like or R-rated like content. Which not that these movies are. I think most of them are PG-13, but like it can only get so dark before, Disney throws down the hammer on it. Essentially, you know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't seem appealing to me.
Hey, do you think that Paul Bentley, they called him one day? Because like
Bentley?
What did I say?
You said Bentley. Paul Bentley?
Yeah. Well, that's what his friends call
That's his
him.
hip hop name. That's his like balling name. Paul Bentley. I'm gonna pick up my boy Matt Booty and his new homeboy. What was it? Stinky Butt or whatever. Stanky? There you go, John Stanky.
John Stanky.
We got a whole crew now.
Do you think that they called him and they were like, "Hey, Paul, you know how you hate putting on that makeup and it takes 8 hours a day? Would you be willing to do that daily for a TV show?" He's like, "Fuck off."
No, he's probably like, "Okay, how much money are we talking?"
Yeah.
And then they're gonna be like X amount of dollars, and he's gonna say, "Cool.
I guess I'll do it.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna like it.
I'll sell my soul. Also, since I'm Vision and I'm undercover, can I just be dressed as a human the whole time instead, but still get all that money?
Also, can you just CGI it on? I know it's gonna be bad, but it's TV. It's fine.
If you think about it too, actually, I mean, if we're gonna go in, and this is just going way off the deep end now, but when at the end of Infinity War, he kind of turns his full white. So I wonder if they're gonna keep him white throughout the series. So I guess the makeup would be a lot easier then, because I mean that was Vision like in the long term in the comics.
What?
Way to whitewash it, man.
Yeah.
No, he was like, remember he was like when he took the Infinity Stone out of his forehead, he
Yeah.
turned full like grayish white.
Yeah, because he was dead, Kevin.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when he comes back, okay.
Yeah, what that was signifying that he lost all power, and since he was like an AI sort of bot thing, a robot,
Right.
like that was his power being drained out of
But
him,
then later,
and he was
like,
dead.
In the comics, he was like, that's what like
Spoilers.
in the comics. This is like the 70s and 80s.
Well, some people may have not read them.
Well, go read a book.org.edu.
Next story here is a sad one for anyone who is a Doctor Who fan. The Christmas special has been scrapped for the first time in 13 years.
Yeah.
But what made them so special? What made the Christmas special special?
Oh, they were just fun. They were just fun, Christmassy episodes.
Like fan service, wasn't it?
I mean, it was just a Christmas special. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the same thing that we did with like Saga and stuff, where it's just like you take your characters and you throw them in a Christmas setting, and you think, whatever. But that's have they done one every Christmas? I'm trying to think. Like, it says like the first one in 13 years, but
So since
I don't remember them like necessarily doing one since 2010. What?
Yeah, they've done them. I've seen people talk about them.
Well, I know, but I just every year, because sometimes like you'll get one maybe like before a season starts, but like the fact that the season is already going, that's what makes it like weird. Because these always fall outside of a season. They're kind of like almost like a one shot in a way, where it's just like a singular story. I don't know. It sucks though, because it's always a fun Christmas thing. Like, I don't know.
Gladiator, guys. We haven't talked about Gladiator since.
Oh, what
We lost
happened? Where'd Kevin go?
Kev, what happened?
My Discord just auto updated on me.
Wow.
Nice.
I don't have your camera, Kev.
Uh-oh. Yeah, your camera's not here anymore. Here he is. He's back, and we're back. I thought maybe you hated this story and hated the Gladiator. I was, Kev's out.
Yeah.
Can't
So-
stand it.
Here's a thing that's happening. Gladiator is getting a sequel after 24 years.
Oh no.
Has it been that long?
I don't know how long it's been.
It might have been. It was in the 90s.
No, it was like
No.
2000 something.
Oh no, yeah, it's 2000. Never mind.
You don't even know. You're just agreeing.
A potential sequel to the Oscar-winning 2000 film has been rumbled for
Oh,
about.
finally,
30
you
years.
read something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's moving
someone
forward
read it into my
with
ear.
Ridley Scott directing, and Russell Crowe, I guess, won't be back because he died. It's going to follow. It's going to
Spoiler.
follow. Yeah. I guess it's going to follow the son of Joaquin Phoenix's character. So that's cool.
What is this Ridley Scott? Is it him? Man, this guy.
And-
I'm old. I have no more ideas.
Let me
Let's-
ruin another one of my once great ideas.
So okay, so get this. So Gladiator, the sequel, was going to be batshit crazy, and I would have loved to see it. They pitched an idea that the studio was like, "No fucking way." So here's what the original script was. Okay,
Mhm.
let's see. So Maximus goes to hell,
Mhm.
and deals with the gods and other paranormal forces. He goes to purgatory and is sent down by the gods who are dying in heaven because there's this one god. There's this Christ character down on earth who is gaining popularity. And so many of the gods are dying now, so they sent the gladiator back to kill Christ and his followers.
That would be amazing.
I want to see that movie on repeat forever. Like that sounds
That's like Kung
amazing.
Fury. Hell yeah, dude.
And Dr. Max says
I would
Gladiator
watch
2.
Russell Crowe do this, and I hate Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Dr. Max says Gladiator 2 Dante's Inferno edition. Right? I would have watched that version too.
So that was the original that the studio was just like, yeah, that's too fucking crazy. We're not doing that.
Yeah, probably what back in like 2000 or so, whenever this movie came out, and they were probably first like talking sequel ideas. That was 2000, 2001. It was
That was when like Arnold Schwarzenegger had a hell movie. You know, he was fighting
End of
demons.
Days.
End of
Yeah.
Days.
Yeah, but the whole like going after Christ thing, like it's 2018. Like, yeah, well, you can do that now, but I feel like back in like 2000, 2001, 2002, especially around all those times, like you wouldn't have been able to.
You had Demon Knight was kind of in that.
Did they go kill Jesus?
Yes, I mean they had the
Bible,
blood
they
of
did.
Christ in that vial. Remember?
What are you talking about?
And they showed them. They were stabbing off. They were getting the blood from the vial in
What are you talking
Demon
about?
Knight from Jesus.
I don't know. I don't even know what's Demon Knight. What is that?
Bullshit.
It wasn't
You
even
know
in
Demon Knight.
theaters. Here we go.
I'm gonna get my best friend Paul Kassir on this show to disprove you guys.
Yeah, Doug's gonna fact check you right now.
Who? Paul? Who?
Kinnear?
Greg Kinnear?
No, it's Greg
It
Kinnear's
was Greg
brother.
Kinnear. He's the default. Anytime
Paul Kinnear, Greg Kinnear's brother.
Paul
The
Kinnear-
less,
You said Paul. You said Paul.
yeah, the less
What'd you
famous
say?
Kinnear.
What? Demon Knight? What are you talking? What are you talking
Demon
about?
Knight at Knight. Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight
Oh,
with
come
Jada Pinkett.
Billy
and,
Zane.
Billy Zane. Hold me back, Billy Zane.
Oh, okay. Okay, not Paul Kassir. John Kassir. You
I
fucking
said
idiot.
John Kassir.
But let's go back to the tape. You did not.
I said John Kassir.
on. This came out
Also,
also in
Who the fuck's Paul
1995,
Kassir?
not 2000s. This was 1995.
I know they were ahead of the game.
also, this was Tales from the Crypt, which was what, HBO or whatever. Like,
It was in
yeah, you
theaters.
could no bullshit.
It was in theaters. Don't play with me.
The budget box office was 13 million, and it
Hell
says
yeah.
there was no gross. Like it doesn't say anything about.
Oh, it was gross.
Okay, 21 million
Yeah.
for the gross in the USA. But was this really released in the theaters?
Yes, I remember. Like I had to have my friend's parents like buy tickets for us because it was rated R, and we were not rated R people.
It also
No,
had
they were.
Thomas Hayden Church in it.
Yeah, they had a lot of great people in it. Man, it was so
Well-
good. I love that movie. If you guys have not seen this movie, please stop what you're doing. Well, after this episode,
All right,
watch...
bye guys. I gotta go watch this movie because apparently it's gonna change my fucking
Oh,
life.
the soundtrack was awesome.
Oh,
Oh man, it was a good movie, dude.
As a 6.7 out of 10.
All right, guys, let's get real for a second.
Ooh.
Because
But also,
Bad
just real
Boys-
quick, you can't compare this to Gladiator 2, Kev. Get the fuck out of here.
I
Well,
wasn't
because I'm saying,
comparing it
like,
to
no,
Gladiator
because
2.
Gladiator 2 would have had much more of an appeal because of how big Gladiator was. No one, aside from you and, like, maybe Bill and Steve have heard of this fucking movie.
oh, and Chud
Oi, fuck boy. Wait. I was never comparing Tales from the Crypt to Gladiator 2. You guys said movies where they tried to kill Jesus, and I said Tales from the Crypt.
Right, and what I'm saying is, like, you can't, like, the reason why you can't compare the two in this regard is that, like, because Gladiator 2 was a much bigger box office movie, so of course Tales from the Crypt can do
Gladiator
it.
2 never even came out.
I think the
It
point
would
that's
have
trying to
been.
It
I
would
think
have
the point. Hey, the point trying to be made here is that if Gladiator did it, then it would make much bigger waves in the news than some Tales from the Crypt bullshit that only made $20 million.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's $20
like,
million
that's,
in 90s.
so when I say
That's
that, like, you couldn't have done it in
30 million
2000,
now.
also, my point also being with that whole thing is that you got to think back how things were back in 2000, 2001, around the time that this movie came out, and a possible sequel would have come out as well. Like, we're talking like post 9/11. This was like America was like way up on our high horse regarding like Christianity and religion and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And there's absolutely no way, because I mean, you even go as far as like thinking like the Dixie Chicks and all that bullshit where they were like slamming the GOP and stuff, and like they got written out of like the country music world because of their stance on politics and stuff. There's no way this movie could have been made back in 2000, 2001, 2002, etc. for that very reason. That's my point.
Put that in your tailpipe.
Something funny. Movies where they try to kill Jesus. The Matrix.
Let's see, guys. Martin Lawrence has signed on officially. We're getting Bad Boys 3.
Took them long enough.
All these sequels, man, coming out from
Good.
the thousands.
Yeah, with this and Bill and Ted making another one.
Yeah, Bill and Ted's coming back out.
Everybody's trying to cash in on that nostalgia money, man. You gotta get them nostalgia paychecks.
Oh, they also said that Mike Myers said that Austin Powers 4 is still in production.
Yeah, that can stay in production. But...
I guess that means that you're okay with them making it.
No, it can stay permanently in production.
So they could make more then? They just continue making them?
I mean, if they make them like the first one,
The first 3 were great. Not here.
you know, there's only 3.
Yeah. Although then again, I haven't watched the other 2, or no, I haven't watched any of them since probably my early 20s. So I gotta go back. I gotta watch them. I wonder if they're still funny. You know, it was my teenage humor back then. So I laughed at. I'd still laugh at it.
Yeah. I remember around the time that Austin Powers 2 came out, I went back and watched Austin Powers 1, and I was like, this movie's fucking boring.
The first one. They really stepped it up.
Floor Slobby says Bad Boys 3, Reggie goes on a second date. Who the fuck is Reggie?
The fuck is Kenny? Ewan McGregor is going to play Batman.
No.
Just kidding. It's a Batman villain called Black Mask in the Birds of Prey. So that is dope.
Black
That's
Mask.
the best news. Yeah, Black Mask was in the Arkham.
Was in the
Origins.
Arkham Origins. There's Easter eggs of him in Arkham City. He was also in, I feel like, fuck, what was he in recent? Was he in, not Arrow? Was it Arrow? I feel like maybe it was Gotham.
It was Gotham.
It had to have been Gotham.
Gotham.
Because I've heard like people talking about it.
Yeah, it's sometimes I get confused because they do pull in a lot of Batman villains into Arrow.
Yeah.
Which is fair. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm curious how it's going to play out in the Birds of Prey movie. So, we'll see.
I wonder if it's going to be any good. Probably not. All right, let's get into some gaming news. And I don't know if you guys heard about this. I only talked about it in the chat for the last couple of days, so I don't know if you guys heard about it. But Blizzard made a boo-boo over the weekend at their BlizzCon. They went ahead and I guess everybody was anticipating Diablo 4, which there's been stories written today that it was planned to be announced, but then they pulled it at the last minute. So instead, they gave us Diablo Immortal for the phones. Did Kev, did you read up on it?
No, I watched it live. I watched that announcement, and it was funny because you could hear the crowd just like groaning throughout the trailer. And then like when the trailer ended, you expected like some applause. It was like golf clap, like there was like some people in the back like, well, I paid my money, so I might as well clap anyway. But like it was poorly received.
It's been all over the webs today, or this whole week, where people have just been bashing the shit out of Blizzard.
It's really easy to bash, but they picked the wrong audience to introduce that to. And like we talked about that, I believe we talked about it, but they just picked the wrong audience. They were definitely like, they're gearing toward the Eastern market, or, just like the Asian market. I think like China is huge in mobile games. So they're kind of like, they should have dropped something at like either Tokyo Game Show or Gamescom or something along those lines, not at BlizzCon where no one's going to care about it. And in this case, give them backlash because they were expecting Diablo 4.
Well, they the internet went crazy. They are automatically started like digging into it, and they, there's rumors out there now that this is the game that they showed off was just a reskinned Chinese knockoff game, and that Blizzard isn't even working on it. That they said that they have a Diablo Immortal team, but they're also letting a Chinese company make the game, and so there's all this stuff going on. And on stage, the developers absolutely were stunned, shocked, and did not know how to respond to people. There was a lot of like, I wasn't expecting that reaction. That got set on stage.
Well, because
the game, I was gonna say, the game they got compared to or reskinned of is a game called Crusaders of Light, and you could find it on Steam, and it's actually gotten some really poor reviews. And this is the same company that's working on it's NetEase. They're the guys who's working on the new Diablo game, and people have been complaining about this game Crusaders of Light for a while now, that it's broken. There's a whole bunch of stuff. They're not patching anything, and now this being announced is kind of like, oh great, more of the same, just a shit make of a game.
Yeah.
They, I guess, they also, when they announced it, one of the most popular Diablo 3 YouTubers got up and asked, like, "Hey, is this any possibility that this does come to the PC?" And they were like, "No, we don't have any plans to bring this to PC. Y'all have phones, right?"
He picked the wrong thing to say. You don't feed the crowd like that.
And so that got picked up on, and everyone ran with it. It's been a meme ever since. And so
I didn't catch the Q&A, so I didn't see that. And then you posted that on my wall on a shirt, and I was like, I have no fucking clue what you talk or like what you mean by this.
Oh my god!
But there was people who did, like, they laughed over it.
So, anyways, that's happening.
Yeah.
So when the Xbox One got announced, there was a game called Sunset Overdrive, and it didn't really. I don't know how popular it was. It didn't seem like it sold a whole lot.
It did all right, but when it came out, it really needed to be patched. The frame rate was inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't a huge game. Nowadays, like, I just re-downloaded it recently because it's Xbox One X enhanced, and it plays beautifully, and it's a gorgeous game. It's from the same people who did Spider-Man, Insomniac Games.
I really wanted to play this game. It was the one exclusive that I was like, oh man, I'm missing out on that. But not anymore, because it looks like it's headed to PC soon.
That's awesome. It's a beautiful game.
And I will absolutely buy this game or sign up for a month of the Xbox service that they're going to, because they're saying that it'll probably come out in their PC games for PC, games for Windows, whatever the fuck they're doing.
I have that game, and I only played it for like a couple hours, and then I got to that point where it was like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing?
Yeah, just running around. But I like the soundtrack is really good.
Story or anything?
No, there's a story. It's just an open world thing, open world
not
game.
Good? Is it not good? Was it not good?
It was okay.
I mean, you know what? I paid $6 for it. I'll feel like I got my money's worth for that. If I would have paid 60, I would have probably paid pretty
it
pissed.
came with my Xbox. It was one of the when I got the Xbox. It was one of the like package games with it. I think I got like that and like Forza or some shit. You know,
Forza's so good.
I forgot to say that because we were speaking about Diablo. Kevin and I are playing Diablo 3 on the Switch.
Yep.
And
I hit level 41 earlier.
I told you this before, but I think that the game plays better on a console than it does PC.
Definitely.
Because you can actually use the controller to control your character, and it feels like an action RPG type game. And I'm having a blast. I took it to work with me today to play on my breaks and my lunch because
Nice.
I was having that much fun with it.
Did you create a seasonal character?
No, not yet. Because I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of reluctant to do so because I feel like I lose all that progress. I don't know how the fuck you're already level. What?
43.
How the fuck are you level? I'm level.
Because I'm playing like on
11.
expert, or I'm playing on like the level under like the second to hardest level because you get like an XP boost for doing that, and then I'm just doing Nephilim rifts and I'm doing just like the bounties.
All right, let's get off this story because
Mo XP.
Doug just did his whole head in the hand
Doug
thing,
fell
and then his
asleep.
eyes started to close. So let's.
Oh, Doug, you want me to come over and rub your belly?
only if you bring food.
Chipotle.
It's open. It's open for another like hour or two, so make it happen.
Kev,
Kevin.
On my way.
take out your credit card.
I don't
Get it
have-
ready. Get it ready for this next story, because the Pottery Barn is introducing PlayStation home decor.
What? I don't have my PlayStation cup today. I've got my Chiefs cup. So go Chiefs.
You can get yourself a gaming media console, a lounge table, a beanbag, an icon wall light, and an acrylic cubby, all inspired by PlayStation. And you can have your living room look like the offices at Sony.
No, I'm good. I'm
All for
perfectly happy with my mundane design as it is.
All for the cheap price of about $2,000.
Yeah, go GFY there, buddy.
Apple came out with their new iPad Pro, and the only reason why it's in gaming is because they are claiming that the new iPad is graphically as powerful as the Xbox One S, which is that's some shit, man, to say about a fucking tablet. No matter what.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, you know, you're looking at Xbox One S, which at this point is pretty outdated in its own right. So, I mean, while still okay, you know, but there's better consoles out there. And I just feel like we're at that point where sure, of course it is. Like, why? How could it not be? Like, technology always is moving forward. Sure, you should expect a tablet to be able to have the same graphic power as a console that is 8, 6, 7 years old. I don't know how old those fucking things are, but still, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if like their phones every year, they're like, check out this cool 4K game on your phone. Like, I feel like the iPad should be able to handle that too.
Mm-hmm. Phil Spencer even says, I like the reference from the Xbox One S and the announcement Apple stepping up the iPad Pro for some great Xbox to iPad cross-play matches. Nice.
Whoa, building relationships. Microsoft, what year is it?
And, I mean, we talked about it last week. It makes sense now that we saw leaks of the Xbox team working on prototypes for gamepads for the iPad.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And phones, right?
Yeah, and phones, especially with Xbox launching this cloud gaming service and their games anywhere and all that kind of shit. I wouldn't be surprised if they announce the iOS app and the controllers to go with it. So, if you're interested in some Sega Genesis classics and you don't want to purchase a Sega Drive retro console that is surely to hit shelves soon, then you can just buy a Switch because they're bringing 50 classics to the Switch.
Knowing Nintendo, they'll be like $5 a piece or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's true. They should add them to the fucking Nintendo Online service, right?
That would be amazing. I would love that.
Right? Because it's the same like you know what's shitty about that online service? You know exactly what they're doing. This entire year, they're going to, it's only $19.99 for the first year, and they're releasing all the NES titles. Well, next year it's probably going to go up to like $29.99, and they're going to be like, all right, guys, we're adding the Super Nintendo. And then year 3, it's going to be like, it's $49.99 a year, and we're adding the N64 games. And
I would love that.
it's going to take 3 years to get there, but that's Nintendo's play all the time. That's all they fucking do.
I know they won't be able to do GoldenEye because like the licensing, but if they did like Perfect Dark and added like multiplayer stuff to it, like online multiplayer, that would be amazing. I loved those games.
You're losing me with it because of the fact that now that they're remaking all these 90s and 2000s classics, like that's all I want. Like Spyro's coming out, and it's a complete remake, and it looks so good.
Yeah. Same thing with that. What's that one I was talking about earlier? The Medieval. That game is a complete rebuild of the game, which
from the ground up.
Yeah. Like, yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Kerry, what are you laughing at?
Laughing at the thing you fucking shit posted in our chat. I'm trying to focus on the show, and you're throwing audibles.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was. It was very funny. That obviously I laughed out loud.
And that's going to be the show this week. I hope that everybody enjoyed it. Seems like Doug did, seeing that he's tweeting while he's.
I'm not tweeting.
He's live tweeting this.
Live. He's just like, wish I wasn't here.
Made Kevin laugh. Lol.
Can't wait for this to end. Hate the gaming section.
Hashtag boring Monday.
I have nothing to add here. Next story, please.
Yeah, if it's not about Red Dead, I ain't got nothing to say.
Oh man.
And even
that's
then,
the show. What?
I said, and even then, I haven't played a whole lot of Red Dead in the last week, so I don't know what to say.
You can say goodbye.
Oh.
All right, we got it, man. This bit war is just kind of back and forth. I think we're gonna call it here with Dr. Merrick in the lead because we're gonna say goodbye. So,
Dr. Merrick, you.
Nope. Fuck, nope. Oh shit, sorry. We'll let that one go because I haven't said goodbye yet. Floor Salami with 1,000.
Floor Salami just hit us.
The music has not played.
Until the music plays, you guys can still have fun, and we'll call it as soon as the show's over and we go to the after show. Until then, even until up to the point where the music does end.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that.
Okay.
So, all right. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Oh, lots of lugs. Lots of lug.
Lots of lug nuts.
Oh my god.
Lots of lug nuts. Lots of love hugs and all that bullshit. Go get an STD check. It's important. Like if you need to. Stay clean, America.